Hey y'all, it's Elisha and welcome back to Elisha's Crafty Hoplop. And I'm on here because I got some happy mail, y'all. Now this one came from Cynthia Aguilar. Sorry, that's my coffee maker. Y'all know I got a big old mug of coffee on one side of me and a Diet Coke on the other. For real. Half the time I'm tempted to drink it during my video. I just feel like it would be so awkward. Now I'm going to take a sip because it's right here. Okay, so I always have coffee or Diet Coke on the go. And part of the reason for that is my illness. So they can give me more medicine, or I can naturally medicate by drinking a lot of soda and coffee. So guess which one I choose? They're both unhealthy ways of dealing with it. It's just, the best of the two options. Getting back to Miss Cynthia's mail. First of all, I want to say, Cynthia, I want to thank you for being so considerate about the way you packaged everything. People have been so thoughtful lately when they send me Happy Mail or contest entries. Inside the envelope, they put it, like Cynthia did, in a Ziploc or a plastic bag, so that all I have to do is wipe that down quickly and I can open my mail. Otherwise, y'all, I have to clean everything. Like, literally clean everything. So Cynthia went a step further, and Cynthia, you taught me something, and my mail going out from now on, I might just do the same thing. So Cynthia did an extra step. She put this secured, right? So I know she wouldn't want to make me sick, so I know she was careful. So she put, believe me, I know she was careful by the way she did this. I was so impressed, Cynthia. You put this in an envelope. Then around the envelope, she kind of duct taped on another Ziploc. So all I had to do in her case was cut that Ziploc off. It didn't have a hole in it or anything. I cut it off, and I 2-second wipe of the envelope, and I was ready to go. Yeah, super impressive, Cynthia. Super impressive how you package. Talk about safe and secure. And on the outside of the Ziploc, she wrote, "Together we can keep calm and get through this." Yeah, you did an excellent job. Now, her ATC is in here also. On the first, I have her ATC because, okay, there's a whole thing about this. She meant to send me the stuff all together. It's a long story. But to me, it doesn't matter. I'm just so touched that you made me any mail. And I gotta tell ya, this was the first thing I saw. And folks, it is so inventive on so many levels. And I'm so inspired by it. Okay, so this is a large size clip like those black and white ones I hauled. See, I wanted a nice teal color like this. All right. Then what Cynthia did, this was so smart. And by the way, this is so thicked up. You couldn't bend this if you wanted to. Carmen, you would love this construction. It's like 4 layers thick. All right. So Cynthia layered that up on this beautiful, do you see behind, or you can't? I don't know if that you can. You're going to have to take my word for it that behind the mermaid is like a dark teal metallic foiled paper. It's beautiful. So it perfectly corresponds with both the mermaid tail and the piece underneath. Then underneath that, it says, "Let's be mermaids." And then, look at what she did. It was so clever. She made a cute little grommet holder. And then this adorable shabby tassel made with all different kinds of seam binding and a dangly pearl and one of those little charms we all love with the florals. Oh, you gave me all sorts of ideas with this. This is beautiful. Like blow me away beautiful clip. Really. This is actually one of the nicest clips I've ever seen. And this shabby tassel. Oh, I'm in love. And yet it looks like clean crafting. Oh, this was so well done, y'all. So well done. Look at that. I love it when I get things that so inspire me. Okay. And then, so this is that mermaid paper you can get at Hobby Lobby. Do you see it? It's got the mermaid leather print. It's that mermaid leather. You can make good bows out of this. I'm going to have to really be careful with it because I want to use it for something. And Cynthia's made it into an enormous envelope. The kind I don't like making. See? The size I don't like making. But I'm saving it. All right, so. This I have to put aside for later tonight. So that, I knew that was coming. Now, I have no idea what all this is, but all I can tell you is This looks as promising as that tag. Let's open it and see. So I got in some supplies today while I'm opening this. Let me tell you, I got in some supplies today for my swap with Cruz, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited. It's a really fun swap to buy things for people that you think they'll never buy for themselves. It is just as beautiful. Oh my gosh, oh look, with the same seam binding. Yeah, I know, right? The detail, Cynthia. All right, so my friend Carmen, who's going to be watching this from Instagram, is going to want to be like, what's on that? Because she's going to want to know. Because this, you know what? If I did clean crafting like Scrap Diva, this is like what I would make for Carmen. And Cynthia, you should get to know Carmen and swap with her. You two would love to swap with each other. You should get to know each other. Wow. Okay, so let me start by saying, it's the Mermaid Paper is tucked way behind, and it's the one with the teals and the pinks, and it's very pretty. Layered over that is that super delicate seashell dye, and I've seen that many people have them. This does not look like an alley dye to me. I could be wrong, but it's much larger than a typical alley dye, and that's cut out in very, very thick gold sparkly cardstock. And if you notice, folks, it's layered up a couple of times. It's very well done. Oh yeah, it's layered up because the first layer is thinner. Look at that. And then over that is like, you know, the coral that you can get, a coral dye, and that's cut out in like the most amazing colors. Everything from teal to sparkly blue to sky blue to like a chartreuse green. Oh my goodness, it's like, and a goldenrod, like all the colors of the ocean. That's what, see why it sparkles like magic? That's all those sprigs cut out and all those colors I just told you about. And it's a mixture of coral sprigs, but also the seagrass that grows. Oh my gosh, Cynthia. And then there's like, that's a little golden fish. And this is a mermaid. It's like a 3D mermaid, but it feels plastic. So it looks like a charm, but it feels like plastic. So I'm not really sure, but it is 3D. And then an enormous seahorse with the teeniest details around his little face in gold and a little gemmy for the eye. And then another magical charm. This one, I gotta tell you, wow. This is a mermaid with sparkly stone behind it. And then it's a tiny chunky charm. I'm not kidding. Look, it's the world's tiniest chunky charm ever. Ugh, you can't even see it on my camera properly. See how tiny it is? Oh, that's so beautiful. You should definitely get to know Carmen. Oh yeah, you two should swap. Wow. Oh, I forgot to say, and a huge ship's wheel. Like, I'm so caught up in the whole thing, I forgot. Yeah, that's a wow tag. That's a wow tag. Well, now Cynthia, the cat's of the bag. We know you can make, girly. All right. On to our next envelope. And she chose this like Hobby Lobby paper. I never quite know what to do with this paper. I'm also always attracted to it because of all of its tone. But now I see you used it for mermaiding. I love when I get ideas like this from you guys. That's why getting Happy Meals, like, it's a happy thing. Oh my gosh. How is this not your ATC? It's not though, because you labeled your ATC. Unbelievable. Oh folks, look at this mermaid. Oh sorry, I'm looking at it and not sharing it. Look at this, y'all. How am I ever going to use this? Like, I'm going to want to use this, like, on a book. Because I could see this as part of a book cover, but it's an embellishment, y'all. And again, it's a smaller shell with a fishbone and a starfish and a crab and a mermaid. Oh, it's a beautiful embellishment. It even has a message in a jar, and it says inspire inside the jar. I love messages in bottles. I have a die, Cynthia. It's a jar Or you can put it like, it's like a die cut of a flat jar and you can put a message in the middle. Yeah, this is a much nicer way of doing it. What an embellishment. I'm going to want to use that on a book, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to bring myself to do it. I don't know. Because it's so beautiful. Oh, and there's more. There's a ship embellishment. You know, I never even look at the ship dies because I'm like, what would I do with that? Like, literally, like, I just look at them and I never know. Well, I'll show you what Cynthia did with it. If you too have wondered what to do with this ship die, well, you make an embellishment. Check this out. And I love how you put tulle everywhere. Like both it's the netting of the sail, but also the ocean rising. That's fantastic. Okay, so you noticed, right? There's a hard shell. There's the coral sprigs. There's this Ollie octopus type character. A key, a metal key. Is that a metal mermaid? It is. It's a metallic. Nope, that's a seahorse charm, I think. And then there's little fish. And then all the gemmies on the boat. Unbelievable. Those are really spectacular embellishments. Like, I don't think I'm ever getting over the tag. This is forever staying in my book. But those embellishments are beautiful. Yeah, I don't think I'm ever getting over this. Oh my gosh, there's another thing like that. I haven't even read her card yet. Oh, look at this. So clearly you're unafraid of making charms and dangles and things. You made the world's smallest chunky charm. Then you made that gorgeous seam binding mini charm. And then now we have this giant. I love these kind of bohemian. I've just been, Cynthia, it's so funny that you sent me this. Because I've been watching these videos on how to make these properly. And actually looking at yours now, I totally get it. I told you, like, once I look at something, I'm like Susan Tissy Tucker that way. I'm better just looking at something and then doing it. And that's how I figure it out. That's why I make prototypes. Yeah, I totally get it now. So cute. And look, guys, she used the, they call them bulb pins or seamstress pins, which I love. And she has them in teal. Wow. Look at whatever this is. Look at the cover. Oh yeah. You so should get to know Carmen. Oh my gosh. Okay, so besides being gorgeously die cut, what blows me away, like she's die cut out Mermazing, and she's used glitter and stickling. It's very impressive actually, to mirror the shading that was in the paper. So do you see, y'all? Look. Do you see all that gold shading, the dark purple shading? She has that all in the mermaid's hair, in the seashell, in the tail, in the rock she's sitting on. She's done that all with glitter and like mixed media type effect. And then just added a few gemmies for the bubbles. I don't know what this is, but it's remarkable. It's just, like, it just makes you want to touch it. I have a feeling, wait, I'm looking at it. It's a pull wallet. So you see, you go, I ruined the video. All right, you know what? I'm doing a part 2, y'all. I'm not ruining this. I will be right back with a part 2.